Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and I am back to set up my budget planner for the month of April. What do I have on hand? On this side I have my SaraMarie stickers. On this side I have my Caffeinated Cait, and back off here to the side I have my Happy Planner sticker books. Now when it comes to the sticker books, I'm not sure which of these four I'm going to pull stickers out of. I may pull from 2, 3, or all 4. I'm not sure right now, so I just got them all up here just in case. Now over here for SaraMarie, you guys know I love her budget stickers, but for the month of April I didn't care for her washi, so I got the labels from her. And Caffeinated Cait, I'm new to using this shop, so I actually liked her washi. And her thin washi, I think it has about 6 or 8 strips. No, it has 8 strips per page, and I think that's a really good bargain for what you pay for thin washi, so I like that. So I'm gonna use this with this. Now, so you know I always get like 2 transaction logs, one for sinking funds and one for my weekly check-in, my debt tracker, which is where I'm going to break out all of my student loans, sinking funds, of course I'm going to put these 2 together, paycheck 1, paycheck 2, and I just keep these just in case in the future I decide to repurpose them, because I can always cut the numbers off and use that. And then I have, of course, my weekly check-in. Sorry for fanning that. I'm trying to make it stiffen up and that didn't work. So, and here was the freebie I got from Caffeinated Cait, and I think these are cute. So when I go back to her shop, I'm going to see if she has the no spends and the paydays on a sheet by themselves, because I may buy some of those from her because I like those. And I got 2 thin washies from her, and so that cuts down on my paper a lot. And here's my April monthly. So, and it came separate, so I'm gonna have to put that on there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to practice centering. And this, I got 2 thick washies, and I also have her bill pay stickers. Oh goodness, look at here, payday stickers. Okay, I was just sitting here thinking I don't have any payday stickers, but I do right down here. And so I'm going to use these this month and color coordinate, because there are 3 different kinds. You got your bill dues and you have your auto pay over here. So it's not 3 kinds, 2 kinds, excuse me, of bill dues. So some of my bills are ones I have to manually go in there do, and others are on auto pay. So I'm going to enjoy having something that differentiates between the 2. So now that we got that out of the way, let me just jump on in and get started. I'm very proud of myself with this budget planner that I have from Erin, Condren. Really, it's just a deluxe monthly planner, because I am now in April. I have 2 more months in this planner, and I am done. I have not jumped ship. I haven't tried to do anything else. And so I am keeping up with my planner lineup that I had from the beginning of the year. It's just going to be 2 planners. And so I am patting myself on the back. But all I'm doing is cutting down a page to make a debt tracker. And then I'm going to go back over and start working on my sinking funds page. I definitely like Caffeinated Cait. I didn't realize how long the labels were for SaraMarie, her kits, because I have been using the whole kit together. Now that I have the labels split out and I'm using them with Caffeinated Cait, they're different sizes, so I'm having to cut that down. So you're gonna see me bumbling and stumbling and trying to work my imitation X-Acto knife that I got from Walmart. It works, it does the job, it's pretty sharp, and that's the thing with those types of knives, is they are really sharp and they can cut through more than just a sticker. They cut through your page. So I'm trying to apply enough pressure or just mark it and use my scissors just to go and cut that off. I ended up giving up and having to go get my scissors to cut that off. I'm definitely happy with the way that my sinking funds are progressing this year. So I will be more than ready when it's my youngest son's birthday, which is in May. And he's talking about getting a tattoo, which I guess he can't. I don't know. I don't think he can do that. We'll see where everything is then. But he just wants the money. So I'm just going to give him the money. And what he does with it, that'll be on him. Now for my debt tracker, I am breaking up all of my student loans. I did try keeping the bulk of them together while I just focused on just solely looking at the one I was trying to pay off. But I found that I was losing sight of one of the loans that I wasn't sure I was going to be able to, like, I was paying enough into the interest. And so I didn't know if it was growing or not growing, and it had been a concern. So I decided to create this page to break them all out. And so now I'm down to 11 loans. Yeah, 11. Of course, I have to count each time. And then I also wanted to fill up that white space under the bottom there. So I'm going to do something there just to make it a little bit cute, because I had a lot of space down there, but nothing really fits in with the debt tracker because it captures my beginning, what I paid, and what I paid to interest, as well as the ending balance. And so there's not much else that I'm really concerned about when it comes to that. And when it comes to paying off my student loans, you know, I'm happy that they are doing the 0% interest now, and they're supposed to retroactively apply, that rule to that time period that they were not, they were still charging you the interest out there. So I saw a difference from Friday to Saturday, and any payment that I put in after the 13th, interest came out of it, which my 18th payment, I did expect some interest to come out of there. I just didn't think the amount that I was charged was the correct amount. I expected interest to accrue for my last payment. So it would be like the 18th on most of them to the 13th. And then that's where it stopped, or to the 12th, and then it would stop. So that was my concern. So, I always jump to the very end of the month planning, which is my paycheck to paycheck. And these are pretty boring. All I do is put down the header stickers along with the labels, and then the little thin strips at the very bottom. I'll actually do the decorating when I do my paycheck to paycheck videos. And I need as much space as I can possibly get on the sheet up front. And so I don't try to pre-do anything until I know what I'm actually going to write on the sheet. And I hope that makes sense. And so now we're down to the weekly check-in page along with my transactions log. So you guys know that with the weekly check-in, I always cut off that remaining per week. And that's just like if you like to have a set amount per week and it has to be even or I guess I shouldn't say even, I should say equal per week. So like if you do $100 per week or $75 per week, I don't grocery shop like that. So if my grocery budget for the month is $400 and I spend $150 the first week, so be it. Unless I set a spending limit that limits me to $100, then I'm going to be worried about it. But if I need something, and even when I set the limits, I'm taking into account what I remember I need, so that way I don't set myself up to fail. That's how I do that. And so that's why I don't use that section. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just not for me. And in the white space, I am going to be putting down the squad goals stickers. Since I can't get out, hang out with anybody, and I'm really stuck in the house, I've thought at least my stickers can be fun, and not like this is boring, but I am getting a little bit stir crazy and would like to kind of be able to hang out with someone, be able to like to do those things. But, I do get to see the kids every once in a while. But, normally when they come and talk to me, it's some kind of YouTube video they sent to me and they're just wondering what I thought about it. So, and they send me goofy stuff all the time to check out. So I just watch them and but it's not the same as talking to somebody that's your own age group. Yeah, and I guess they probably feel the same way. They probably rather hang out with their friends than talk to their mom. And also, I am going to be meddling with my oldest son because he always gets his hair cut every week. And I'm like, oh goodness, what you going to do when you can't look cute? Guess I'm a little bit mean. I'm probably more annoying than the average mom. And I don't think I did a good job with this one, but I was trying to get some depth to my little picture with my squad goals. I miss my girls, y'all. I really do miss my girls. I like having them in my spreads. Now these 2 pages I consider to be the hardest 2 pages for me to do. If I had to rank them, these 2 would be number 1 is hard, and the second pair would be like the weekly check-in, getting all the lines and all of that set up the way I want it. It's a lot of work, but I do like my cash envelopes weekly goals. I wasn't quite sure when I first thought of it how that was going to work out for me, and it does work for me well. I am a competitive person, so I like to know that, okay, did I remember? Did I get it? Did I get it right? And you guys know sometimes I get it wrong. Sometimes I spend too much. I'll forget the numbers. It happens. So for the cash envelopes weekly goals spread, I did step over to the Free Spirit sticker book from Happy Planner. So I stuck with that one for this page and the page that my monthly goals are going to be on. And I also selected a quote for the weekly goals, and it was aim for the moon. If you miss, you may hit a star. And so I like that. And it kind of reminds me of some show that used to come on like when I was a kid. I think it was called Star Search. I think Ed McMahon used to have a saying that was similar to that. I think instead of you may hit a star, I don't know. Was it? I don't know. But it was very similar to that. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. He used to say that all the time. It was like, right, he would wrap up. That would be what he would say. Yeah, but I don't think anybody wanted to know that. And I think I also put another quote on there. It's a small one. It says, always radiate love. And yeah, that's something I need to remember. I think I got it. He said, aim for the moon, and if you miss, you'll at least be amongst the stars. Something like that. Somebody's going to know exactly what he said, but I think that's what he said because that show's name was Star Search. But now we're on the goals spread. And so the monthly goals that I set were 24 no spend days. And this is to keep myself from trying to get out and just be walking through the grocery store or walking through Target, walking through little things as a way to be do something different than staying in the house. Paid $2,600 to debt and to save $50 from my cash envelopes. The quote I selected for here, I think there's two of them on here. Yeah, there are. One says bloom from within, and the other is without rain, nothing grows. Learn to embrace the storms of your life. And I think that that's what we're in right now. It's just a storm, and it will pass. It will pass. I will be optimistic. It will pass. And I use the notes from the weekly cash envelopes on this page here. So I decided that I am going to try to put the $2,600 to my debt. And I made that decision based on the fact that we do know that the company I work for is essential. And so I don't have any changes as far as my hours or any cuts or anything like that. And since we have 0% interest right now, I better put as much as I can to my debt while I can do it at 0% interest, because that's going to lower the amount of interest they're going to charge me in the future if I can just put as much as I can right now. I'm on my last spread, which is the April monthly overview. And this is where I'm going to struggle a little bit with Caffeinated Cait's monthly overview, the way it is. It's not that there's anything wrong with the kit. It was just me. And I think I have a problem with those anyway. It doesn't matter if it's Planner Cait, Sarah Marie, Caffeinated Cait. I have a problem with those. So I decided I'm going to tell the truth. So there it is. But yeah, and then I did like the date labels. At first, when I first got them, I was like, why is it 2 shades of purple on here? And then when I saw it was to cover up the dates for the previous month or for the next month in a lighter shade, I was like, oh, this makes so much sense. And it actually looks really cute in person. I'm not sure how it will translate to you guys, but I like it. And her Bill Do stickers, you guys, fit the entire date box. They're nice and slim, and they're just lovely. I love them, love them, love them. And I love her payday stickers, so I definitely need a sheet of those. I like this Caffeinated Cait kit that I got. I have to check on Etsy and see what her May kit is looking like. And I'll make sure, because she has a YouTube channel, I'll make sure that I put down in the description box like what is her sticker shop name. But I actually like these. These filled up really nicely. They were easy to, peel back up. I didn't tear my page not once. And sometimes the Deluxe monthly planner, I found that the pages tear. But I like this one. I just picked a few flowers for the note section since I haven't been using it. And I only had a couple of quotes that I put on there. Well, unless you count the little circles. So thank you, Mrs. BS, for recommending Caffeinated Cait. I know she has a YouTube channel and an Instagram account, so I'm going to try to connect with her on Instagram so I can see when her kits are coming out and all that jazz. I haven't seen much activity on her YouTube channel, but a lot of people are more active on Instagram or Facebook or something else than they are on YouTube, so that's no surprise. But I am going to try to check her out and see if I know when the new releases are, because I know, like, if you see Sarah Marie's, her stuff comes out like on the 18th, I believe, of the month, and she offers discount codes on those days. So always something to keep in mind. Here's a flip through. So here's my sinking funds page along with my debt tracker. And I did go with the squad goals and free spirit, happy planner, sticker book. And here are my weekly goals along with my monthly goals and just some motivation here. And this will be the section I put my notes once the month is done. And here's the monthly overview. And I tried to break up some of the purple with a little bit of pink and green over here. And for the bill due stickers, what I decided to do was everything that was auto pay, I wanted it in green. Everything that was an expense, not auto pay, is in this purple here, this darker purple. Here, I should, let's say, lavender. And my debts are in the light purple. So you'll see this one payment comes out, is automated, so it just automatically drops out of my account on the 18th or around about. And the other two that I do for my student loans are around the 20th and the 2nd. I won't be paying my student loan off in April, but I will be paying it down, so I don't have to be mindful of when this payment processes, and that's a good thing. I can set that up whenever I want to. And so now that I know it's the interest has been waived, all of this money that I put to debt this month will go to the principal, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing for now. And I documented all my paydays for the month, and I did like her payday stickers. I did like those. I have plenty of these left. I want more. I like them. They fill the boxes up really well. It was I really did like using Caffeinated Cait sticker kit here. So, and here's my cash envelope weekly check-in, and this is my transaction log. I know I flipped it for the 5-week month for March, but I like this better. It's easier for me to write for this side. I don't know why this requires a little bit more from me than this side does. But the transaction log normally doesn't get to me, but this checking will. And it gets me away from the call. And of course, there's nothing on the paycheck because I save that until I do my paycheck to paycheck budget. And then I fill all that in. I don't want to put stickers down there and then I don't have any room to actually do anything else. So overall, I like it. I like the colors. Caffeinated Cait. What would I think? What do I think? I like the mix with the Sarah Marie stickers. I know her budget stickers, you have to, it's like a kit. The whole thing goes together, and I get why she does that. But I don't do actual, budget actuals and variants. I don't do that. So it makes it difficult for me to just get that one kit. But I like it, and I will be buying some more of her kits in the future. Hers was, let me see, hers, when I went to put down her, like her washi, it fit these lines, like it fit to a T, and I like that. It was cut right to it. Just really fits, and that's the only thing I can say is it was just really easy. I knew how it laid out. I like that. No extras or anything like that. I'm used to Sarah Marie's kit, so I know how to maneuver it. I know how certain elements of it work, and so that's why you saw me trimming off the edges, was because Sarah Marie's is a little bit longer and hers fits those lines. I mean, it's exact. So kudos to her and the work she put in to do that. So let me stop looking at my own planner. And you guys have a super fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening. I will catch you all later. You guys make sure you take care of yourselves and your families. Y'all have a great one. Bye.